Hello from Beer Australia Reviews, and today we're going to be sampling, tasting and reviewing, and also doing a versus battle of a couple of our local strong beers. Now this one follows on from a couple of weeks ago, which was the big Beast Beer Battle of Margaret River, which featured the Panther Cream from the Brew House and the Silverback from Cheeky Monkey. Now, this is a more local one. This is two Perth breweries, and what this is, it is our World Cup 2022. We have England versus Belgium Perth style. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got two beers, which are we have from representing Belgium is the Freestyle Brewing Belgian Strong Ale, which has a shirt number of 9.7. There we go. And representing England, we've got the Otherside Spanish Cedar Barley Wine, which is sporting an 11% ABV shirt number. There we go. Okay, so now barley wine is probably something that's new to a lot of people. If you are, if you're just from, if you're from Australia, if you only drank Australian beers, what it is, and the reason why it's called barley wine is it's a beer that's as strong as a wine. So it comes out at like anything from like 8.5% up to about 12%. So they started calling it a wine just because of the strength of it. But it's a beer. It's made with barley the same as any other sort of beer, but it's just called a barley wine. But they have this distinctive tarty flavour to them. So if anyone's ever had something along the lines of a Gold Label, which is actually the most well-known English barley wine, and the one that I used to like because it was local to where I used to live. I didn't live in Stockport, where Robinson's Unicorn Brewery is, but I lived a few miles away in Wilmslow, and I used to go to Stockport to have you couldn't have a pint of it because it's like it's so strong, but I used to have like a half of the Old Tom, actually right next to the brewery in Stockport. Okay, and now so that's what barley wine is. Now the Freestyle is a Belgian ale. So if you have a look at the picture of it, it's got like looks like a monk on there. So it's in the style of something like a Chimay beer, that sort of thing. So if you've ever had any of the Chimay beers, I did a review of one of them a couple of months ago. That was my June. That was actually a live video on June the 19th. Have a look at that one. And so these are like a strong dark ale type of thing. Anyways, what you're here for? Let's get the things actually in the out of the cans and in the glass, because otherwise, right? There's no point in doing it. So, other side, it's experimental. It says. Now, if you have a look on the there was not a lot of information on the Other Side website about this particular beer. It says it's a thick, full flavour barley wine with a smooth finish. This beer was aged on Spanish cedar to give hints of freshly cracked white pepper and sandalwood. Sandalwood, right? Brewed for Carwin Cellars. I can't read it, my eyes are gone. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so it's 11% ABV. Okay, let's get it out of the. That's what you're here for, I know. Sorry for delaying things. Ow! Crap! Right, oh dear me, it's got to happen at some point, hasn't it? Oh, right, we're going everywhere. Oh dear me. I haven't even drank the thing yet, look at that. Yeah, so now, these are another couple of beers that I would not chill right down. I would have them like a little bit. I need my beer towel. Yeah, I wouldn't have these things at like 4 degrees. I would actually always allow these ones, which I have with these, they've been out of the fridge for half an hour, just to come, just to take that little chill off them, because they've got flavour in them, these things. And what you don't want is is your taste buds to be just blunted by the chill on it, because when you chill things, you can't taste them as well. I don't understand why people. Well, I do understand with cheapo Australian beer why you chill the thing down, so that you cannot taste it. Anyway, okay, so that's that one. It's got the obvious barley wine sort of smell to it. This one, it has like a really sweet, thick, malty sort of a note to it. So it is. These always are really thick and heavy when you taste them. Oh yeah, but that's got the classic barley wine. Okay, now when I seen this particular one, the freestyle one, so it was on Instagram. There you go. There's their Instagram page. I actually made a comment about it that I thought it tasted like a barley wine. Then when I picked up the Otherside uh, beer, I thought I'll give that. I'll have to do a versus battle, freestyle Belgian ale versus Otherside barley wine. Anyway, so that's where we are, and it's close to World Cup. So there we go. Okay, now. Right. Okay. So no disasters so far, unlike the other one. And this is 9.7%, and it's in a 500 ml can. So careful now, but it's Saturday night and I'm not going anywhere. So there we go. Okay, and that's that one. That's that one. Okay, see what it says on this one. Check out the website. Yeah, very little information, no additives or preservatives. Okay, now both of these beers are actually made reasonably local to me. So the freestyle comes from north of the river in Perth in Bassendean, and then the other side comes from south of the river in Myaree. Now, very definitely, you've heard me say this before, the water in Perth, Western Australia, is absolutely abysmal, and it makes the worst beers ever. If you taste any of there's a couple of local breweries, and I am going to start naming and shaming them because they need to stop doing it. They need to put some effort into the beers instead of making a really inferior product. But the water quality in this part of the world is awful. So, but what both of these breweries do, they strip all of the nastiness out of the water before they brew the beer. So they run it through like the reverse osmosis process to strip out everything. And I was speaking to one of the guys from Otherside just last night, and he says, yeah, and they then add a water profile. So if you watch any of the how to brew home brew videos that I do with Chris from Brewshed Project Maylands, you'll know all about water profiles. Anyway, okay, let's give this one a sniff because nice. It's sweeter on the nose. Oh, nice. Is there going to be any sort of what's it say? No additives or preservatives. Ingredients: water, grain, dark candy sugar. Yep. Okay, so that's a note. That's the thing. What they do with Belgian beers. If you ever watch how they make Chimay, they actually add some candy sugar into the barrel as they actually make the beer. Makes it ferment a little bit more. Okay, so. Oh yeah. Okay. Now this one's been open the longest. So representing England is Otherside Barley Wine. Oh, thicker, heavier, maltier, just on the smell. Strange. Oh, really tart. A lot of tang around. Oh, right, really bitter hit then. Wow, that's like it's strong. My mouth is now coated all the way around with like a deep malt flavour. It's got a little bit of sweetness, but it's got more bitterness than anything else. Oh. But it does have that classic. It's got it. They've managed to capture this one, so well done, Mr. Otherside. You've actually captured the essence of an English barley wine, and it's the first one I've had in Australia that actually captures that. So I'm really well pleased with this one. It's been really good. I actually bought this one at the brewery itself. One of my mates, Ian, actually is one of the people who works there. He's on the front of house. He's not one of the brewers. But yeah, but while I was there, I sampled all of their different beers, and then when I seen that they had the barley wine actually for sale in a 4-pack, I grabbed hold of them as soon as I could and brought them home. So there's not many of these around. It's one of their experimental ones, and like I say, if you have a look on their website, there's very little information whatsoever. So you just have to take my word for it on this one. Yeah, okay. So it's a classic English style barley wine. Oh, I've still got flavour. There's like some grapefruit in the back, as if it was like one of those strong IPAs, like a double IPA. But there's no sweetness in this one at all. It's bitter. It's got like that barley wine sort of. You've got to try barley wine. It's difficult to describe the smell, the taste of it. You've got to try them. Yeah, it's a deep malt. Oh, wow. Strong, bitter. It's getting used to the flavour a little bit now, but still though, that's still got that lingering aftertaste. When it lingers like that, you know it's a decent quality. They've put a lot of effort into the thing. Okay, that's Otherside. Otherside experimental Spanish cedar barley wine. Yeah, okay, made in Perth with Perth water, but made properly. Anyway, there we go. Okay, and Belgian Strong Ale from Freestyle Brewing in was it that one Bassendean? Oh, right. Really sweet. You can smell the sugar in this. Wow, it's like a bubblegum notes as well. A little bit uh, like a more of a German Weissenbier wheat beer. Oh yeah, so that's got real big hints of like a wheat beer. Do they say they've put wheat in this one? Water, grain. It doesn't say what grain. It just says grain. Water, grain, dark candy sugar, hops, yeast. I don't know if they put uh, any wheat in this one. It's got a hint of it though. Oh, a bit more tang. That is so reminiscent though of a like a Weissenbier, like a German wheat beer, along with like a lighter malt than the barley wine from Otherside. It's sweeter, it's smoother, it's lighter as you'd expect because this one's 9.7, a lighter beer at 9.7%. So it's lighter, smoother, less of a hit of all sorts of things, but it's sweet and but oh, tangy, dark malt, not as big a flavour, smaller flavour, bigger flavour. Oh, thick malt. Oh, more of a tang. Okay, I think I'm going to come to a conclusion on this one. I think this again has been a high scoring match. I think it's another 4-3, but I think I've got a clear winner, and it's going to be the Otherside barley wine. It's just so, I was going to say it's so refreshing. It's not really a refreshing drink, this one. It's refreshing to have come across two strong beers made locally that are done right with the proper treatment of the water. It's equally refreshing to come across a barley wine, which is the style of beer which I really like. I used to drink it in the UK. Didn't drink lots of it, just because it's like, you know, it starts at like 8.5% and goes up to about 12%, so you can't drink lots of it. You just have to drink in moderation when it's these ones. But the fact that Otherside have actually pulled this off, have made what is almost, it's a genuine English style barley wine. They've done a good job on this one, and yeah, this is very definitely going into my top 5 beers of 2022. This one, it's a contender for one of my top beers, but I've already sampled the Freestyle Nipa, which is their best beer from Freestyle. If you can get this one in other parts of the world, I don't know how far away Freestyle or Otherside beers, whether you can get them outside Perth and outside Western Australia, but if you can, definitely try them. But okay, this is it's a high scoring game. It's a 4-3, right? 4, yeah, yeah, 4 to the Otherside and 3 to Freestyle. But yeah, but either one of these beers, you get a 100% thorough recommendation from me. But just the Otherside barley wine just has a bit more going for it. Yeah, but it's close. It's good. If you see them, if you like this sort of beer, try them. If you've never tried this style of beer before, give it a go. You never know, you might like it. Yeah, but small batches again. Don't know how often they bring this one out, but I will be popping over to Otherside again and to Freestyle again, just to pick up whatever is their latest offerings. Anyway, okay. Really nice beers. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy your beers. See you next time.